It's gonna be the shadow on this wall, and you're just gonna have to deal with that. And that's my attitude for 2020. Oh no. Hi, my name is Grace Helbig. Do not know, now you know. Your life is different now. So I wanted to start, well, okay. That's the end of that sentence. I wanted to start. And I did. We've started. We've begun. This is my first official video of the year, and I wanted to start it off rambly but positive and rambly and positive. Ramative sounds like a geometry term, or like what bro boys use as a confirmation from when you've had consensual sex with someone. Did you ram it in? Ramative. Here we are. So this is a video about things that I like right now, things I'm thinking about right now, some highlights from my holiday times, but you're only gonna get some of the highlights. The majority of the highlights you can listen to Marie and I's podcast, This Might Get Weird, every Wednesday. In fact, it might be out right now when this video's out. So if this wets your whistle, then go check that out. Where did we get that phrase, wetting a whistle? Is a whistle a term for a cooter? Because it can start the game, stop the game, signal for penalties. Not much has changed, but oh, you might notice that I'm wearing an oversized sweatshirt. The Comfy. I purchased this while I was very intoxicated after watching an episode of Shark Tank in which they pitched the Comfy. Ugh. This is what I call hugging my shape in all the right places. Look at this. I should have been at the Golden Globes. Also stained just how I like it. I've been living in this since the end of last year. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should, if you like not knowing what you're gonna get and when you're gonna get it. I got back last Tuesday and I've been wearing it every single day since then. Cause you can. It's a blanket on your body, so it masks all of the potential odors that you might have underneath. I'm basically just Dutch ovening myself all day long, and it's great. It's the second week in January, which means you're probably disappointed with yourself and all the resolutions that you made. That's why I didn't make any resolutions. Not on purpose, I just didn't want to think about it, so I didn't think about it. So basically, I've already succeeded in my resolution. You might, have dipped in the things that you wanted to accomplish. That's why this video, I wanted it to be positive, to let you know everything's okay. Everything's okay. I know a lot of things are not okay. For right now, right here, at this moment, with you watching this video, everything's okay. And that's also, well, okay. Maybe I should organize my thoughts, but that's what editing is for. That's what editing is for. Speaking of okay, the last video that I posted at the end of last year, things were not okay. And so many of you left so many incredible comments, sent me messages, so many of people I know in the real world reached out, other content creators, and it was just so overwhelmingly sweet that I thank you for also sharing a lot of those feelings that you have that are similar with me. I respect you so much for opening up and for reaching out, and I just am really grateful and thankful. Hence why I think I feel so much more positive right now. That, and also I'm on my 4th day of sober January. As of when I'm shooting this video. Clear mind, full heart. Can't lose because there's no game. I'm not playing games. No games. Sometimes when I get overwhelmed with how beautiful people are, I get to hide in my comfy. Look how multifunction this is. I guess this is kind of like a stream of consciousness video too. Ooh, so, gosh. You know when you look at your phone and you're like, 1, why did I come to this? 2, I know. 3, where is it? 4, found it. Okay. I've been listening to a lot of Unfuck Yourself by Gary John Bishop. I'm only halfway through it. I'm taking my time. And one of the most recent things he talks about that can keep us from growing and changing, evolving, feeling success in whatever way is certainty versus uncertainty. I have struggled with this so much in my past, being a person that thrives on certainty, knowing who's gonna be at the party, knowing when I have to go to this thing, knowing what's gonna happen, just keeping to my comfort zone. I always thought that I wasn't that kind of person because I traveled a lot and I worked a lot and I met a lot of new people all the time, and so I felt like, oh, I thrive on uncertainty. When you are a person that thrives on certainty, you just stay in your own little bubble of things you know for sure. i.e. staying in my house watching reality TV. I know exactly how that's gonna go, and I can succeed at that all damn day, every day. But if you think back on the times in your life when you've had a major breakthrough or real growth or true success, it's usually come with some measure of uncertainty attached to it. And those are the only moments in which we can grow. Meet new people is putting yourself in an uncertain situation, diving into an uncertain creative project. That really struck me because it's a very simple concept that I've heard many times, but it's just nice to get a little ding reminder of it at the start of this year. And I wanted to share that with you guys as something that I'm gonna be actively trying to work on this year, is getting out of my comfort zone again, getting into uncertain situations, not that are safe. Otherwise, you potato. But potato thrives when potato becomes fries, or when potato becomes chips, or when potato becomes baked, or when potato becomes baked ×2. What else is going on? Is anyone else doing Sober January? I'm doing Sober January-ish, meaning I have a trip planned at the end of the month, and I would really like to have some dumb drinks on that. But until then, and I think Mamrie is too, so our podcasts are gonna be like, pew, 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 pew. Highly recommend. Again, this might get weird, every Wednesday. Well, a lot of you were telling me that you wanted me to do more good news is, and I wanna do more good news is too. For instance, the good news is that the Eagles didn't win their last game and now they're out of the playoffs, so now I don't have to feel the anxiety of hoping that they get to the Super Bowl. That's off my plate. Ooh, here's another piece of good news. I got some fun Christmas gifts. I know it can seem a little egotistical and like vain when people tell you or show you what they got for Christmas, and I know this might trigger you in that because this is a very, it's gonna make some of you feel insecure about what you got or didn't get for Christmas, and I'm preemptively sorry for that, but my mom got me something pretty lit. I know, I'm sorry, I usually don't give into this type of vanity. It's not Gucci, I know. It's this scary ass troll doll. I guess this has now been passed down to me. My grandmother and her side of the family is from England, so when my mom was really, really little, the only trip that they went on, they went to England to visit some of her family, and she saved up her money and she bought this troll doll. Oh, I accidentally held its hand. Oh! She brought it all the way back from England, and when I was younger, at one point my older brother and I shared a room in our attic, and she put this on a shelf and it would just stare at us every night when we went to bed. It gave me such horrendous nightmares and I couldn't fall asleep. And no one ever talked about it. British, we didn't talk about our feelings. No one ever talked about this scary ass troll on the shelf or where it came from or why it was there or if it could go. My mom found it in her storage like last year and texted photos to my brothers and I, and we both, all of us were like, that thing is nightmarish and I am triggered. And I guess I, at the end of the text thread, said, but I kind of want it. So be careful what you ask for. I had to carry this around the East Coast for like a whole week until we came back to California. So this was really fun to put in suitcases everywhere because no matter where you are, it's always making eye contact with you. So if you think you're trolling me, sorry, my dance card is full. I can't get rid of this because I will be cursed. Good news is, this lives in my house now. Speaking of Monster, sorry, I grabbed you by your hair and I feel like you sent energy that was not okay. I'm so sorry. Another gift I got, my stepmom had this painting made for me. It's in the plastic because I got them grubby hands and I don't want to get it dirty. It's by a woman named Michelle Collins. It's this drawing of Goose and with watercolor, and if you look close, she's wearing sunglasses that's got my face in the sunglasses, and she's got a little derby hat on, and she has no idea that a woman in New Jersey, an artist in New Jersey, got commissioned to make this of her. They say that the gifts that you get for Christmas really tell you a lot about who you are, how old you are. I think this adds up. That's been a real hoot. I'm really afraid of this troll. The other good news is that this video is sponsored by something that I talk about all the time and love very much anyway, that I'm going to talk to you about right now, because at this critical time in the year where we're all, might be floundering from our resolutions but aren't, total pieces of shit, this could really help you out. It's Care Of. I've talked about them in videos in the past, and I literally only have one packet of their vitamins left that I didn't take this morning because I was saving them so I could show you them in this video. So I'm off balance because I haven't had my B12 this morning. And that's the kind of energy to tell tell you about a sponsor. I traveled with these. I brought all these packs with me to the East Coast and was just taking them to the face. You get it in with them vitamins? Ramative. Care of is just a wellness brand that makes it super easy for you to find vitamins and supplements, stuff that I don't know how to get on my own. Go to like a store and it's just walls and walls and walls and walls of things and letters and words, and then other like healthier people that with like their yoga mats just like knowing exactly what they're gonna get. I just sit there in my comfy going, I win. So you go on the website, you take the Care of quiz, and it helps you find tailored vitamins and supplements that are specific to what you fill out. And then they mail you a box like this, very cute, very chic. This ain't your grandma's box full of vitamins. And it's full of these individual packets, these daily packets, and they have your name on them, how customizable and cute, so no one else can take them but you. And they have a little fact on them. This one says, expressing gratitude has been proven to generate a brighter outlook on life and lower stress. Please and thank you. How fucking appropriate is that shit? This is what happens when I don't take my vitamins. When I went home for the holidays, I did a lot of terrible things to my body. But this was the one redeeming thing. Every morning I woke up and I took these and I felt like, that's balance. 2 months of Bloody Mary. If you take the quiz that asks you about your diet, your lifestyle, and the things that you want to improve on, they have expert recommendations for you, so you can take the expert recommendations, which is what I did, because I don't trust myself, but I'm learning to. Gratitude, please and thank you. Or you can customize it however you want. You can also super easily change up your packs month to month. They make it so easy for you, and you can get 50%, 50%, half off your first Care of order when you go to takecareof.com and use the offer code GRACEH50. Again, 50% off, takecareof.com, GRACEH50. Thank you, Care of. Oh, also, I cleaned my laptop before this, and that made a world of difference today. I cannot believe I traveled with this open in front of people. I cleaned it up, and it was a lot of scum. An archaeological dig when you're just dusting stuff off, and then you suddenly find a fossil. You're like, that's been under there? That pile of dirt the whole time? So if I haven't answered your emails, it's because I didn't know where my keyboard was on my laptop. What else? Even though I'm not drinking for the month of January, I've been imbibing in some of the organic products. And then I watched Newsies last night for the first time with Elliot because he really loves that movie. And it is so much. Christian Bale is in it. Did you know that? There's so much going on in that movie. I couldn't handle it.
What do you think of the Newsies so far?
I can't handle any of it.
Really, Christian Bale's really good at singing, right? There you go.
So without drinking, I'm still having a good time. I can't unsee it. This is 14,000 hours long and very confusing. 2 qualities that everyone wants in a film. Oh, I haven't been on social media as much just because as soon as I look at it, I get very, oh, wow, I forgot. What is it called? We found this show on Disney Plus called Pick of the Litter, and oh my God, there are good people in this world. There are some good goods out there in the bad. It's a series chronicling puppies that are trained to become guide dogs for the blind, but they don't all make it, and it documents the process, and there are volunteers that raise these puppies till they get to a certain stage to see if they get accepted into the advanced training. Follows 5 or 6 dogs, following them through their entire training process, and you're following the families that are taking them in, volunteering to take them in to train them, to only give them away 18 months later. I wept. 2 giant like slip and slides right down the front of my face. Highly recommend if you want to feel good about people and a little bad about yourself. Well, I've been rambling for a long time, but this was really fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that this was a good little time away from whatever. Leave me some comments down below on what kind of videos you'd like to see me do this year. Donate to the Australian Red Cross if you can, because they're going through some rough stuff right now. I'll put a link in the description box below. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. We're gonna make some more stuff this year. We're gonna live in uncertainty, baby. Other than that, I don't know. That hasn't changed.
What do you think of the Newsies so far?
I can't handle any of it.
Really, Christian Bale's really good at singing, right?
I
There you go.